Boston is absolutely buzzing right now, wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
absolutely. The city's got that electric energy that only comes with a huge international sporting event.
And it is a huge event. We're talking the 2025 ISU World Figure Skating Championships.
Which, by the way, kicked off today.
It did, Wednesday, March 26th, and we are here to take you on a deep dive into all things World Championships.
We're not just watching the skaters twirl and jump, we're going behind the scenes.
Exactly. We've got news coming out of Boston, of course, but we've also dug into how these championships actually, work and what it takes for these athletes to prepare.
Because it's not just about showing up and skating.
Not at all. So we'll break down the competition schedule, give you a sense of the atmosphere here. Then we'll explore the whole world of training and preparation, how these athletes get ready both physically and mentally. And finally, we'll put it all into the context of these specific world championships.
What are the stakes? Who should we be watching? What storyline should we be following? We'll get into all of that.
So, are you ready for a deep dive into figure skating?
I am. Let's jump right in.
Well, the first thing that struck me today, actually, wasn't about the competition itself. It was the opening ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
They always have this formal ceremony to kind of kick things off, right?
Right.
But this year, it had an extra layer of, well, emotion, I guess, because they had a remembrance for the members of the Skating Club of Boston who died in that plane crash earlier this year.
It was really somber. You could really feel it in the arena.
It really highlights the, I don't know, the fragility of life, I guess. And it's a reminder that these skaters, they're not just athletes, they're people, and they're part of this larger community.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of the competition itself, things really get going tomorrow, right?
They do. Thursday, March 27th, we've got the men's short program.
Always a crowd pleaser. And don't forget the rhythm dance. That's happening tomorrow, too.
Now, rhythm dance, that's ice dance, right?
It is, and it's a specific segment where the skaters have to perform to a certain rhythm and incorporate certain required elements. It's a real test of their musicality and their ability to work together.
So it's not just about the technical skills. It's about interpretation, too.
Absolutely.
And then let's see, Friday, March 28th.
That's when we'll see the ladies take the ice for their short program.
Right. And the pairs, too.
Yeah.
So by the end of Friday, we'll have seen the first round of competition from all the disciplines.
But the big day, the day everyone's waiting for, is Saturday.
Saturday, March 29th.
That's when the free skate events happen for everyone. Men, women, pairs, and ice dance. This is where they really get to showcase their creativity and athleticism. Longer programs, more complex elements, it's all on the line.
So Saturday's the day to watch if you want to see those nail-biting moments, those stunning performances. And then, to wrap things up, Sunday, March 30th, there's the exhibition gala.
Which is always a fun one. The pressure's off, the skaters can relax a little, try out some new things.
It's a chance for the audience to just enjoy the artistry and athleticism of these amazing athletes and to celebrate the end of the championships.
And of course, we can't talk about these world championships without mentioning the Olympics.
Ah, yes. The 2026 Milan Cortina Olympics are just around the corner.
And for a lot of these skaters, this is their chance to prove themselves, to secure a spot on their country's Olympic team.
So the stakes are even higher than usual. This isn't just about winning a world title, it's about qualifying for the Olympics.
Exactly. And when you look at the scale of this event, we're talking 200 athletes representing 50 different nations. You realize just how intense the competition is. These are the best of the best from all over the world.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-boggling. And of course, here in the U.S., we've got some real contenders to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Ilia Malinin, the reigning men's world champion, he's back to defend his title.
He's definitely one to keep an eye on. And in ice dance, we've got Madison, Chock, and Evan Bates. They're looking for their third consecutive world gold medal.
Which would be incredible. And we can't forget about the ladies' event. Amber Glenn and Isabeau Levito are both strong contenders. It's going to be fascinating to see how they perform.
I know, I can't wait. And beyond the excitement of the competition itself, it's interesting to think about the bigger picture, too. I mean, this event is projected to bring in about $40 million to the Boston economy.
Yeah, between the spectators, the hotel bookings, the restaurants, these big events have a real impact on the host city.
It's a reminder that sports aren't just entertainment. They're also a business.
And a global one at that.
So we've talked about the when, the where, the who. Now let's get into the how. How do these athletes prepare for this kind of pressure? How do they train their bodies and their minds to perform at this level?
It's a great question, and it's actually a really fascinating area of sports science. I mean, it's not just about skating every day. It's about Carefully planning and managing your training load, especially in the weeks leading up to a big competition.
Right, that's where the idea of tapering comes in,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Tapering is basically reducing the volume of your training in the 1 to 3 weeks before a major event. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's all about letting your body recover and rebuild so you're at your peak on competition day. You might reduce your training volume by as much as 40 to 90%, but the key is that you maintain the intensity. You're still working hard, but you're giving your body a chance to rest and recharge.
It's like the difference between cramming for an exam and spacing out your studying. If you try to do everything at the last minute, you're just going to burn yourself out.
Right. And then there's periodization, which is a fancy way of saying that you plan your training in cycles. So you might have a macro cycle, which is your overall training plan for the year. Then within that, you have mesocycles, which might focus on specific goals like building strength or improving technique. And then you have microcycles, which are your weekly training plans.
So it's about strategically peaking at the right time.
Exactly. And it's all very individualized. What works for one skater might not work for another.
And, of course, it's not just about physical training. Recovery is a huge part of it, too.
Oh, absolutely. You're pushing your body to its limits, so you need to make sure you're getting enough rest, eating the right foods, and staying hydrated. Sleep is also crucial. All of these things help your muscles repair and rebuild after intense training.
And then there's the mental side of things. I mean, the pressure these athletes face is immense. How do they deal with that?
Mental preparation is just as important as physical preparation. They use visualization techniques where they mentally rehearse their routines. This helps them build confidence and reduce anxiety. They also work on stress management techniques like mindfulness and breathing exercises. It's all about staying focused and in control even when the pressure is on.
It's like an athlete version of mindfulness, I guess.
In a way, yeah, it's about being present in the moment and not letting your thoughts and emotions get the better of you.
So as you're watching these figure skaters at the World Championships, remember that what you're seeing is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and incredibly sophisticated preparation. It's not just talent, it's science, it's strategy, it's mental toughness.
And I think that's what makes it so inspiring. These athletes are pushing the boundaries of what's humanly possible, and they're doing it with grace, artistry, and athleticism.
It's a beautiful sport to watch. And it makes you think, doesn't it, about how we approach our own goals, our own challenges. Maybe there's a lessons we can learn from these athletes about preparation, about perseverance, about mental focus.
Maybe we can all find ways to taper our own lives, to periodize our own goals, to prioritize recovery and mental well-being.
It's something to ponder, for sure. Food for thought as we watch these incredible athletes take the ice in Boston.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the World Figure Skating Championships. We'll be back next week with another fascinating topic. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing yourself to be your best.
See you next time.